Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to talk about those big announcements that Marvel Studios had this morning. Just like the rest of you, I woke up early this morning to just see all this Marvel goodness. First of all, the title of the Marvel video was called, was basically this whole video was about Marvel and bringing people back to the theaters. Marvel has spent a lot of time promoting Disney Plus for obvious reasons, because Disney Plus was the immediate thing, because they hadn't yet really gotten they really hadn't opened up the parks, and they really hadn't gotten the ships going, cruise ships and everything going, and the movie theaters are slowly rolling out. But now that things seem to be picking up speed. I mean, the NFL just had its draft with like thousands of people there, vaccinated people there. WrestleMania just happened with over like 20,000. It was something crazy. It was a shit ton of people with like 12,000 people in attendance, something like that, and all vaccinated. We're starting to get to a point. I've been going to the movies more than I have before. I've gone to the movies for the last couple weeks. Sure, a couple of the movies is like, but still, I've been going to the movies, for lately, for the last couple of weeks. Hopefully other stuff is going to start opening up. I believe Regal is supposed to be opening up in April, I believe. So Regal should be opening up. I believe it's opening up in April anyways. So Regal should be opening up soon. Things are opening, like I said, things are getting on the right track. And the whole trailer was just about talking about not only the past of the MCU, not only the legacy of the MCU and all the things that the MCU has done over the past, now would be 13 years since Iron Man 1. And just the memories that we've all made in the movie theaters. I made a video not that long ago talking about my love for going to the movie theaters and my experiences going to the movie theaters, and how some of the best moments of my life happened in the movie theaters in terms of how it made me feel. Not like literally. There are moments that will probably be better than. There are many moments that are probably better, but in terms of how it made me feel, there are feelings, there are moments that I will always cherish and remember, and it will always mean something to me. And watching this video, it just really reconfirms that there's so many memories people have made going to these theaters. Because when you think about it, when you go see a movie, in a way, some people are dicks, and sometimes a movie experience can be terrible. But the best movie experiences is when you go to see a movie with other people who are interested in the same, and like-minded individuals who are interested in the same thing that you're interested in. And in a way, at that moment, strangers in this dark room watching this movie are more alike than the people who aren't in that room, because you guys have come to see this movie because you guys have one thing in common, and that's your appreciation for what you came here to see. And in that moment, you're kind of family. You're kind of united in a single front. I felt that when I went to go see the Avengers for the first time ever. All these strangers and all these people from my school that I had never seen in a social, environment. All these people who, different people of different ages who I wouldn't have even imagined. Teachers and whatnot coming to see this movie, gathering together, responding to the same things, understanding the same things. Like that experience I will never forget. I'll never forget it, just because we all understood. And when you find that, and when you come together, and sometimes you think about that, discovering that you're not the only person who gets these things. You're not the only person who's paying attention to these things. And in fact, there are more people who like the thing you like, who like things you like, and they're right in the same area as you, and you don't even know. And those kind of magical moments can be found at the movie theaters. And that was really what they put on display, especially when they put on the footage that the Russo brothers recorded of a theater doing Avengers Endgame, which, of course, the portal scene was just spectacular. I will never forget Seth's expression when we were watching the portal sequence. Just looking at Seth, I had already seen it. I had seen that movie Endgame before. I had seen it 2 days in a row. I did the same thing with Infinity War. But just vicariously living through Seth freaking out next to me. It was sweet, man. It was sweet. I'm telling you. It was amazing. Like that shit, for a split second, I was like, man, having a kid and going and bringing him to the movies and seeing his reaction like that, that would be glorious. But I was like, nope, nope, never mind. But like just seeing that and seeing the reaction of Seth and just seeing the joy that it brought, it was amazing. So that was the first half of the trailer, was just reconfirming that, just being like, this is what we need, this is what you're missing. Like kind of almost, because I've seen a lot of people who would argue with me, like, I don't want to go to the movies, I want to see all these movies at my house, I don't want to go out. And I'm just like, that's just you being lazy, bro. That's just you being lazy. You just don't want to do that. You just want to sit in your fucking house. That's cool, but don't pretend like you worried about catching COVID. That's not what you're worried about. You just want to be lazy and sit in your house. You don't want to get out and socialize. You want to just sit in your house. But but this trailer was kind of reconfirming, like, no. I know you guys are getting used to sitting at home, but this is where the action is. This is where the spectacle is. This is where the joy is. It's going out with a crowd of people and watching our movies on the biggest screen you possibly can see it. And then it kicks into the future. By the way, time out. The entire thing is being narrated by Stan Lee, and it is very sad. Like, honestly, the narration made me so sad that I almost I just realized he died like 4 years ago now, something like that. And it just like, damn, Stan Lee died 4 years ago. The narration was so heartwarming and just so perfect for what they were trying to go for that it just made me go, damn, Stan Lee died. I forgot. It's like I had like blocked that part of my brain about Stan Lee dying, and then this trailer comes out and I'm like, Stan Lee did die, didn't he? But anyways, it kind of moves forward, and once we move forward into the future movies, they show some footage of Black Widow coming out in July, I believe. I believe it's coming out pretty freaking soon. They show some footage of Black Widow. They show some footage of Shang-Chi. They show first footage of Eternals, which I might make a separate video about that at a later date. But yeah, first footage of Eternals would look awesome. Angelina Jolie looks great. Richard Madden, Kumail Nanjiani looking chiseled. Jimmy Chan looks good in this. There's a lot of good actors in this movie. Distinctly the best shot, though, is definitely Angelina Jolie's Athena holding her freaking sword, because Athena in the Eternal in the comics, she's a warrior. Like, she can make anything out of nothing. Like, she can make any weapon she wants, which is why I said I'm probably gonna make a separate video just talking about the Eternals at a later date. But yeah, so you saw that, and then they started dropping some titles. Really, this was just the introduction of, we have solid dates. Like, before, it was always like, oh, we'll see. Now it's like, no. This is when these movies are coming out. This is when we're having it. These movies will be in the theaters. We ain't fucking around. This is how it's going down. That's pretty much the vibe I got from it. It's like, no. These are coming out. These are the dates. And they put a date up there for Spider-Man, which, by the way, crazy. Freaking Eternals comes out, and, Shang-Chi comes out in September, Eternals in November, and Spider-Man in December. Like, that is just like, that's a short fucking window, man. And by the way, between all that are Marvel shows. So, man, it's gonna get crazy soon. It's gonna get nuts. But they show that, and then they get into the new stuff. First of all, Black Panther is officially called Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which could mean a multitude of things, and I might make another video about that, just because, like, some of this stuff is just a lot, inside of it alone that to be talked about. But that's a great title. I love it. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I think that's a title. It fits, especially with the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman. Maybe the title insinuates that it's going to be more or less about the actual Black Panther and more about the Kingdom of Wakanda and how they react, and less of like just a singular story. I still think Lupita Nyong'o, aka Nakia should be the Queen Black Panther. I think she should be it. I think there's a great story to be told with her being the Black Panther, especially with her lover who was the Black Panther passing. I think there's a great, interesting story and an interesting character there to be built with. I don't think Shuri can hang it because, like, she's not a warrior. And I believe one of the more important things about Black Panther is that he has to be a warrior. Is that whoever holds the title has to be a warrior, and she isn't. So I don't think they're gonna go with Shuri, but we'll see. But the other new title is The Marvels, and a lot of people are like speculating about it. There's already some Brie Larson slander, and I will get to that in a separate video too, because I'm gonna get to that. I know some of you have been commenting nonstop about me talking about Brie Larson, about asking me about Brie Larson, and I will talk about it when I talk about the already stupid comments happening from people who think that, you know, this being called the Marvels means some type of slight to Captain Marvel. But if you notice, Captain Marvel takes up most of the poster with little tidbits. Now, for some people who are confused, it's called the Marvels because there are 3 characters, maybe 4, depending on if they decide to put them in this. There are 3 characters who hold the title of who've held the title of Marvel in their names. There is Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan. There's Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, and originally, and the original Captain Marvel, or at least the first woman to hold the title Captain Marvel, was Monica Rambeau. She goes on to become Spectrum and other names, but originally she was called Captain Marvel. So there are 3 women who held, 3 women in Marvel Comics who've all held the name Marvel, hence the Marvels. Maybe that's what they're gonna call it, because I know Carol Danvers in the comic books has an actual team, like a team called like the Carol Force. It's like the Carol Force or something like that. So maybe this will be her version of that. Just they'll be called the Marvels. You know, her version of the Carol Force. And if you look closely at the post at the logo, there's a piece of Monica's symbol in the A, and there's Kamala Khan's, you know, lightning bolt as the S. So the Marvels. So it's cool. So, you know, we're gonna see. This is definitely. I'm gonna talk about this when I talk about it individually. Then you get just, you know, stuff going. You get, you know, you got your Doctor Stranges, you got your Thors, you got your Quantum Manias, but you know they're getting solid dates. You get your setup, you know, you get your Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That's not coming out till 2023, so about 2 years from now actually. And then Fantastic Four. They still don't got a solid date on it yet. There's not even any casting for it yet. But considering that they've done, this is Phase 4. Phase 4 is notably there is no Avengers movie. There is no big Avengers movie in Phase 4. They didn't say anything about Blade. They didn't say anything about the mutants. They didn't say anything about Captain America 4, which was confirmed the other day to be in the works. They didn't say anything about a couple things. Deadpool 3, which has been confirmed to be in the works as well. There's a couple things, like I said, there's a lot of things that were on that thing that were, you know, they haven't said anything about. And obviously they didn't talk about the shows either, because the shows are kind of on a different scale than the movies. But I'm excited for this, people. I'm excited for this. Like I said, I'm gonna make individual videos about. I'm gonna make a video about what Wakanda Forever could basically mean, and what the Marvels could potentially mean too. I'm probably gonna post those up tomorrow sometime, or, you know, a little bit throughout, or sometime in the week. I'm gonna post those videos up though, because I really want to talk about it. It's gonna be about Eternals. I mean, there's gonna be a video about Eternals and a couple of in Marvel and Wakanda Forever, because I really want to get into what those really mean. Everything else is just dates. They're dates. They're solid dates. Cool looking logos, but we know how that can change over time. And you know, we'll see. We'll see. No stories, nothing, you know, a little bit, like I said, the most new thing we got was really on Eternals, which was first footage. We're probably not going to be looking at a trailer for Eternals for a little bit. I wouldn't be looking out for a trailer for Eternals until Black Widow comes out. Till we get closer to Black Widow or Loki, one of those shows. I feel like they want to have something come out with it. Though, to be fair, they could probably, by the time Loki comes out, the Hawkeye show's done wrapped. A couple of the shows have wrapped. So by the time the Loki show comes out, they'll probably just be promoting, you know, the Hawkeye show or whatever. So we'll see. But anyways, thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please like, subscribe. And what was your favorite announcement? What's your favorite thing you saw? What are you looking forward to the most in this Phase 4 announcement? Did the Stan Lee stuff at the beginning get you a little emotional? Because it definitely got me when I first heard it. I've kind of worked through it, but when I first heard it, it did get me. But anyways, thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please like, subscribe again, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye, people. Have a good day.